IT is generally considered critical business infrastructure, and because of that, it was very important for Desktop On Demand to have a dedicated migration team, because a higher level of planning and communication through that process is one of the most important elements with any successful migration onto a new platform.
They really get their teeth into the actual business needs, so from start to finish, they're the ones that are having no distractions from the support team or anything like that. They're solely responsible for making sure that the whole migration process is done as smooth as possible.
When we look into the migration, there are a few different options we can use. We can create a brand new environment. It'll be fresh from data, so it'll be a clean living environment that they can move into. But one of the other options we can do is something called lift and shift. And that is where we will examine the current infrastructure, and we will then encapsulate that environment and move it into our hosted dedicated centre.
We make sure that familiarity is maintained. We believe it's one of the most important things is to maintain familiarity between the old system and the new system.
For the actual switching process, it's fairly simple for the end users. First things first is always an engineer goes out, so they have to identify what's on site and how we're going to move it over. From there, a plan is devised and it's passed over to a member of the migration team. They will then speak to the end user and any third-party suppliers about how we're going to migrate existing databases and software, how we're going to move existing files and whatnot.
We developed the DoD system in parallel with the old system, so you could continue working in your old system for as long as is necessary while the new system is developed.
Once we're happy, all the data's over, all the software's over on the new system, we'll normally send out a test batch of users. So we'll say to key business members, have a go on the system for a day or two, make sure everything's working as it should be on there, see how you get along. And then once we've done that and they're happy, we then send an engineer on site for a day or two just to go through the actual final migration, get everyone on the system, make sure everyone's set up and happy. And then from there, then we pass them over onto our support team who handle any more inquiries or issues that users might have.
We like to see if people can detect the difference between the old system and the new system, even down to the desktop background and the position of the shortcuts. It's all the same, it's exactly as it was before. So we want to get it to the point where people cannot distinguish between the old system and the new system.